Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm sharing 10 things that I stopped spending money on in order to reach my goal of retiring by the end of this year. Some of these things might seem small, some of them might seem surprising, but the most important thing is that when you put them all together, they're definitely making a big dent in my overall ability to save money monthly. So, I hope that maybe there's a few things in here that you haven't heard before that will help you save a little money too. So the very first thing I want to mention is cutting back cable. So we use YouTube TV and we do not have a home phone. So we just have YouTube TV and our cell phones and internet. And so if we want to watch a movie or a series, we do have Netflix, but otherwise if it's like Hulu or Peacock or something streaming, we subscribe for that month and we watch that show, and when we're done with the show we cancel the subscription. So we just pay for YouTube TV, Netflix, and our cell phones. So that saves us over $100 a month. I think it's $120, but I'm not positive on that. But I just talked to my mom and her cable bill is almost $300 a month. So I would highly recommend checking out YouTube TV. It was a little difficult to get used to in the beginning, but now I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And I promise you that everything you watch on cable is most likely on there. So definitely, if you haven't taken the jump yet, check it out. Okay, this one is also huge. I've stopped buying coffee out for sure. I do not go through the drive-thru, and I very rarely get takeout. So I'm going to put them in the same category. But first of all, I want to tell you what I did, because this is a little tip that I started 5 years ago, because I was going through that drive-thru once, twice a day and getting coffee and tea. And so what I decided to do during the lockdown was a little experiment. So I stopped going there, and I made my stuff at home, and I took the money every week that I was spending on that stuff and putting it into a little savings account in Capital One, a high interest savings account. Well, it wasn't high interest at the time, but it is now. So every week for 5 years, I've been putting that money in this little savings account just to see what would happen with it. So it's been 5 years, and there is thousands and thousands of dollars in there. I'm not kidding. So it's like a nice little emergency fund is how I think of it. I'm not investing it. I might use it when I need to get another car, but I don't want to get off topic right now. So I do not go through the drive-thru for coffee drinks. And as for takeout, we get takeout like twice a month. We really like to cook at home, honestly, and the food's better and it's better for you. And my son now, who's 18, he's going to be 18 on Wednesday. He now asks, he wants to eat cooked food at home. If I say, you want to get takeout tonight? He's like, I can kind of tell he doesn't want to, which as a mother, I mean, he likes my cooking. What? Now, if you haven't gotten into the world of subscription boxes, don't go there. I was getting into watching YouTubers open their subscription boxes, and then I started ordering all kinds of subscription boxes. And in the beginning, like, I went back to work a few years ago, and I did a video on 10 things I quit, which talked about how I didn't buy any clothes for almost a decade. So I needed to get clothes, and I got into the subscription boxes. And then all of a sudden I started just noticing that I was buying all kinds of stuff that I was not wearing, that I thought I liked it, but then I didn't. and suddenly my closet was filling up with all this stuff that I don't wear. And the cost was like growing like crazy. I wasted a lot of money on subscription boxes, and there were some other ones that I did too. I ordered, I'm just going to tell you right now, I ordered one subscription box where I got, I should put it on and show you. I got this bright pink marshmallow looking puffer coat that was like the color of Pepto-Bismol. And this box was over $250. And the main thing in the box was the coat. And it was absolutely awful. So if I can find it, I'll add a picture or something if I can find it. If I can't, I apologize. But subscription boxes are a big one. Be careful. Okay, so I'm only on number 3 and I'm starting to sense a theme. I think I have an addiction problem. I'm just looking at my list and I'm realizing like how many things on my list were more like an addiction. And this next one is carbonated water, bottled and canned. I was completely addicted to carbonated water. And I do still really love it, but I was like buying all those cans and putting them in the recycling and just drinking them all day long. And then I realized that I wasn't drinking regular flat water, which I don't know for sure. This isn't like a medical channel, but I don't think the carbonated water is that good for you or anything like flat water. So if you know, put it in the comments. But I was completely addicted to the carbonated water. And I know that some of you out there are too, because this stuff is addicting. And so what I'm doing instead is I'm trying to limit myself because I cannot go cold turkey on this stuff. So I get the glass bottles and I only get right now 2 per week. So that gives me like one glass per day is what I'm trying to do right now. So, and if I can get, for all my flat water, I have great pictures and all kinds of, you know, getting the junk out, and I don't buy any flat bottled water. It's just this carbonated stuff that I'm totally addicted to. But I've cut way back, and I'm telling you, that's at least a $50 savings per month. This next one, also very hard for me because I do kind of have an addiction to skincare products. And again, I was getting really influenced on YouTube by BeautyTube, people doing their skincare routines. And you know what? I swear, I think I started it in 2020. It didn't matter what I tried. I didn't look like them. And nothing really made that big of a difference, whether it was a very expensive product or a not so expensive product. So I have completely stopped watching those videos, and I am not buying these really expensive beauty care and beauty products. So this one probably goes back a little bit to the subscription boxes, but I totally stopped buying fast fashion. Once again, I keep repeating myself, but I do spend a lot of time on YouTube, and I was really getting influenced and buying stuff and then not wearing it and wasting a lot of money. And I'm just going to be honest, I tend to wear the same things over and over again. That's kind of a theme with me. And so it's like my uniform. I don't know. I just pull the same thing all the time. And because I want to be comfortable. So yeah, do I want to look cute? Sure. But I put comfort above all else. And I was really wasting a lot of money on some of this junky clothing. And it's ending up in the landfill. It's like you wash it and it's all twisted and funky and faded. And I just truly, I donated bags and bags of clothing, and I just looked at those bags and I thought, oh my gosh, I wish I could have that money back. So that's a bummer, but moving on. This next one, it's not that hard for me. I don't get mani-pedis. I used to just get pedis, and then the occasional mani-pedi, but I just don't even do it anymore. I don't like, the cost has gone through the roof. My boss and I were just talking about how expensive it is now to get a mani-pedi. And I know some people do it on the regular, but I just don't do it. I like my nails to be short, so I just cut my nails and file them. Occasionally I put cuticle stuff on them and maybe some clear nail polish occasionally. And in the summer I do my own toes, and in the winter I do nothing. So that's a big, big savings. If you want to try it, I've seen some great nail kits, and my daughter uses them at Ulta and Target. So might be worth a try. That's a big one. Okay, this one, I know some of us out there cannot give this up. And like I said at the beginning, this is no judgment. I say for this one, if this makes your life better, go for it. But I do not pay for cleaning service for my home. And is it hard to keep up with? Yes, it is. I work full time, I have a long commute, and I don't want to spend my whole entire weekend cleaning, but I'm also very picky about how I like things. I'm very picky about my products, and also it's so expensive that I just don't want to spend money on that. Like, if I had twice a month cleaning, it would be $400 to $500 where I live. And I cannot justify that. I can't. Okay, guys, I saved the best for last. So if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking till the end, because this is a biggie. I do not buy brand new cars, and I do not lease. I do not get a car every 3 years. I am sticking with I get a car every 10-ish years. One of our cars is now 10 years old with 150,000 miles on it. Our other car is 2018, so 7 years old with 100,000 miles on it. And we are going to get another car probably at the end of the year, because I have a long commute and I want this car to not get a ton of miles on it. So I'm kind of trying to like hold out until then so that I can buy that car. And oh my gosh, I don't want to say how old I'll be when that car's 10 years old. I'm not planning on buying it new. But if I do, it will be a car that will last a really long time. But I most likely will buy a car that's 2 years old, because you just get such a better deal, and you get a car with like 15, 20,000 miles on it. That's nothing. It's still under warranty, and you're saving thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So that's my plan. And that's a wrap on this one. My name's Carrie. I really appreciate you being here. The channel's called Middle, Money, and More. And because we talk about our money in the middle, but more than that. And I really appreciate you guys so much. This is so much fun. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Okay, have a great night, great day, great morning. See you soon. Bye.